You know, that 3 p.m. crash that hits you like a ton of bricks every single day. Or that annoying, predictable bloat right after you eat that turns a good meal into a bad time. What about those random skin flare-ups that seem to come out of absolutely nowhere? Most of us just brush these things off. We blame stress, a bad night's sleep, or just chalk it up to getting older. But what if they aren't random? What if they're not normal at all? What if these are quiet but urgent alarms coming from deep within your body? Silent alarms from your gut screaming that it's in trouble. Your gut is so much more than just a food processor. Think of it as a bustling metropolis living inside you, often called our second brain. This complex world is filled with trillions of microorganisms, and it's known as the gut microbiome. It's mission control for so much of your overall well-being. A happy gut microbiome helps you get energy from your food, regulates your immune system, produces mood-lifting neurotransmitters, and keeps inflammation in check. It's no exaggeration, around 70% of your body's immune cells are located in the gut, making its health non-negotiable for your body's defense system. When this delicate ecosystem gets thrown out of balance, a state called dysbiosis can kick off a chain reaction of problems that affects your whole body. This imbalance is often fueled by the very foods we eat. Diets high in processed foods, sugar and unhealthy fats can feed the bad microbes and starve the good ones. For years, I've been digging into the research connecting diet to our gut microbiome, and the evidence is overwhelming. Those little issues we tolerate every day, they're often the first whispers of a much deeper problem. Today I'm breaking down the 3 most overlooked warning signs your gut is sending you. And more importantly, we'll talk about what you need to do to finally shut off those alarms and get things back in balance before they get worse. Let's talk about the first, and maybe the most common, silent alarm, that soul-crushing wave of fatigue that wipes you out in the afternoon. This isn't just feeling a little sleepy after lunch. This is a deep energy drain, a food coma that makes focusing feel impossible. You find yourself grabbing another coffee or a sugary snack just to power through. You might even sleep a full 8 hours but still wake up feeling like you're running on fumes. If that sounds like you, your gut is a likely suspect. Here's why. Your energy is directly tied to how well your body absorbs and uses nutrients from your food. A healthy gut lining is like a smart bouncer at a club. It lets in the good stuff, vitamins, minerals, and keeps out the troublemakers, toxins, undigested food. But a diet high in sugar and processed junk can trigger chronic inflammation in the gut. This inflammation can damage the intestinal wall, leading to a condition known as increased intestinal permeability, or leaky gut. While the concept of leaky gut syndrome is still debated in some mainstream circles, the idea that the gut barrier can become more permeable is well supported, and it's associated with a number of issues. When your gut is leaky, tiny gaps can form in the intestinal wall. This allows particles to slip into your bloodstream where they absolutely don't belong. Your immune system spots these invaders and launches an attack, creating even more inflammation all over your body. This constant, low-grade inflammatory battle is incredibly draining. It's like your immune system is running a background marathon, 24/7. No wonder you're exhausted. This disruption also messes with your ability to absorb key energy-boosting nutrients. You could be eating the healthiest food in the world, packed with iron and B vitamins, but if your gut is inflamed, you just can't pull those nutrients in effectively. An imbalanced gut can directly interfere with the absorption of essentials like iron, which is critical for fighting fatigue. And there's more. Your gut health has a direct line to your sleep-wake cycles. Somewhere around 90% of your body's serotonin, a key neurotransmitter that helps create the sleep hormone melatonin, is produced in your gut. Research strongly suggests that when your gut microbiome is off-kilter, it can disrupt serotonin production. This not only tanks your mood but can also lead to crummy sleep, leaving you tired no matter how long you're in bed. So know that fatigue isn't just in your head. It's a direct signal from your gut that your energy systems are offline. The second silent alarm is something millions of people deal with so often. They think it's just a part of life. Constant, uncomfortable bloating. This isn't just feeling a bit full after a huge dinner. This is that daily struggle where your stomach feels tight, swollen and gassy, often right after you eat. It's the kind of bloating that has you secretly unbuttoning your pants, wishing you'd worn sweats. This chronic bloating is a classic sign of gut dysbiosis. It's a direct result of the party or riot happening among the trillions of bacteria in your gut. Think of your microbiome as a garden. In a healthy gut, it's a beautiful, diverse garden. In an unhealthy gut, it's like the weeds have taken over. When you eat a lot of refined sugars and processed carbs, you're rolling out the welcome mat for the gassy, unhelpful bacteria and yeasts to thrive. These microbes ferment those simple sugars and produce a ton of excess gas, like hydrogen and methane. That fermentation process is what makes you feel like you've been inflated like a balloon. An imbalance in gut bacteria can also lead to small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, or SIBO. Normally, most of your gut bacteria live in the large intestine. With SIBO, huge numbers of them set up camp in the small intestine, where they shouldn't be. So when food, especially carbs, comes down the pipe, these misplaced bacteria start fermenting it way too early, creating a ton of gas and bloating high up in your abdomen. This bloating is more than just annoying. It's a sign of a battle raging inside you. It tells you that your digestion is struggling, your microbiome is out of whack, and your gut can't handle the foods you're sending its way. Ignoring it is like getting used to the smell of smoke in your house. It's a blaring alarm that the internal environment is unhealthy and needs help, fast. The third silent alarm doesn't even show up in your gut, it shows up on your skin. If you're fighting with stubborn acne, rosacea, eczema, or just weird rashes and blotchy skin, there's a very good chance the root of the problem is in your gut. This powerful connection is called the gut-skin axis, and it's very real. The health of your gut is often reflected directly on your skin. Think of it this way: your skin is an external mirror of your internal inflammation. Remember that leaky gut we talked about? When inflammatory compounds and toxins sneak into your bloodstream, they circulate everywhere, and your body can try to push them out through your skin. This can trigger an immune response right on the surface, showing up as acne, the redness of rosacea, or the itchy patches of eczema. Scientific research has repeatedly shown a clear link between gut imbalances and various skin disorders. Studies show that people with acne and rosacea often have a higher rate of gut issues like SIBO. When your microbiome is out of balance, it can lead to body-wide inflammation that makes these skin conditions worse. Your gut and skin are in constant communication through your immune system. Basically, if your gut is on fire, your body is on high alert. You can spend a fortune on fancy creams and serums, but if you don't address the fire starting in your gut, you're just painting over a problem that's coming from deep inside. These skin issues aren't just surface-level problems. They are your body's way of sending out a visible SOS, begging you to pay attention to what's happening inside. Okay, so you recognize the alarms. Now, how do you actually turn them off and bring some peace and quiet back to your gut? It's not about a magic pill. It's about changing what you feed the trillions of microbes living inside you. The plan can be broken down into two simple phases: remove and restore. First, you have to remove the main culprits that are feeding the bad microbes and fueling that fire of inflammation. The number one offender for most people is added and refined sugar. Sugar is a feast for the bad guys, letting them multiply and take over. For 1 or 2 weeks, commit to cutting way back on processed foods, sugary drinks, refined carbs like white bread and pastries, and even artificial sweeteners, which can also mess with your gut. Get good at reading labels and watch out for hidden sugars in sauces, dressings, and those healthy snack bars. Once you've stopped pouring gasoline on the fire, it's time to restore your gut with everything it needs to heal. This is where you focus on rebuilding your internal garden. Start by loading up on fiber-rich foods. Fiber is the superfood for your good gut bacteria. When they digest fiber, they produce powerful anti-inflammatory compounds called short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, which are crucial for healing your gut lining. Think lots of veggies like leafy greens and broccoli, plus fruits, especially berries. Next, bring in probiotic-rich fermented foods. These foods literally deliver live beneficial bacteria straight to your gut. Plain unsweetened yogurt and kefir are fantastic if you do dairy. If not, sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso are amazing, powerful options to help repopulate your gut with a diverse crew of good microbes. Finally, focus on healthy fats and antioxidants. Foods like olive oil, avocados, and almonds are full of compounds that help fight inflammation. And don't forget about colorful foods like berries and dark leafy greens, and spices like ginger and turmeric, which are known for their potent anti-inflammatory effects. This isn't about being perfect. It's about making progress. Start with 1 or 2 small changes. Swap that sugary cereal for plain yogurt and berries. Add a spoonful of sauerkraut to your lunch. Your goal is to consistently shift the balance in favor of the good guys. So, that nagging fatigue, the frustrating bloat, and the random skin problems, they are not just annoyances you have to live with. They are clear alarms from your gut. They are signs of an imbalanced microbiome, a compromised gut lining, and inflammation that's stealing your energy and vitality. But the power to change this is completely in your hands. By removing the foods that fuel the fire, like sugar and processed junk, and restoring your gut with fiber-rich probiotic-packed foods, you can start silencing those alarms. You can heal your gut, rebalance your microbiome, and get your energy, comfort, and clear skin back. If you found this helpful and want to go deeper on the best foods for your gut, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next video. Top 5 gut healing superfoods now. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these silent alarms you've been dealing with the most. Just recognizing the problem is the first, most powerful step toward fixing it.